Hello, my beautiful Cancer. Welcome back to my channel. This is your horoscope for June 2026, and I have to say this is a very important and very personal month for you. June brings a strong focus on your health, work, daily routine, your identity, your appearance, your relationships, your money, and also deep emotional and spiritual cleansing. And of course, this is the beginning of your birthday season. So if you are June Cancer, happy birthday, my beautiful Cancer. Make a wish, celebrate yourself, and allow yourself to receive more love, more support, and of course, more abundance this year. If you are Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, or Cancer Rising, this forecast is for you. So let's begin. First of all, throughout June we still have this powerful triangle between the slower planets Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus. These are slow-moving planets, so they don't always bring immediate events. They work deeply, quietly, sometimes in the background. But after several months, you may look back and realize that something very important has changed in your life. For you, Cancer, this energy touches very deep areas of your chart. Uranus is activating your 12th house, the house of ending, healing, solitude, foreign countries, spiritual practices, dreams, hidden processes, and the subconscious mind. Pluto is in your 8th house, the house of transformation, shared money, taxes, loans, inheritance, intimacy, physiological healing, and deep emotional change. And the Neptune is in your 10th house, the house of career, reputation, public status, life direction, bosses, authority figures, and your long-term goals. So what does this mean? It means that June is not only about external events. For Cancer, this month is also about inner transformation. You may feel that something inside you is shifting. Your priorities may be changing. Your relationship with control, fear, trust, money, intimacy, and emotional security may be changing. At the same time, your career direction may feel a little unclear, or you may be asking yourself, is this really what I want to do? Is this path meaningful for me? Am I building the life that feels right for my soul? Neptune is in the 10th house and can bring inspiration and dreams, but it can also bring uncertainty about career. Saturn is also there, so there is a serious lesson. You need a vision, but you also need structure. You may feel more responsibility around work, your public role, your reputation, and your long-term plans. And Uranus in the 12th house may bring sudden insights, powerful dreams, spiritual awakening, or a desire to free yourself from something old. So Cancer, June is a month of preparation. You are clearing the past, you are reviewing your identity, and you are preparing for a new personal cycle. And at the end of the month, a major financial growth period begins for you. Now, the month begins under the influence of the full moon that happened on May 31st. This full moon will still be very active during the first week of June, and for some Cancers it may be felt even longer. This full moon lights up your 6th house, so in the beginning of June, Cancer, you may receive important news connected with your job, your workplace, your schedule, your boss. It can be about your colleagues, your employees, or your clients. For some of you, this can bring a change at work. Maybe someone leaves the company, maybe you decide to change your schedule, maybe you finish some project, maybe you realize that your daily routine is no longer working for you. Or maybe you need more balance between work and rest. If you have your own business, this full moon may bring clarity about clients, assistants, employees, or the practical organization of your work. The sixth house is also the house of helpers, so some Cancers may hire someone like an assistant, nanny, housekeeper, or someone who helps with daily responsibilities. And because the sixth house is also connected with pets, this full moon can bring attention to animals. You may adopt a pet, take your pet to the vet, buy something for your pet, or deal with a situation connected with animals. But most importantly, this full moon can highlight your health. So the first week of June is a good time to listen to your body. Maybe you need a checkup. Maybe you need any kind of blood tests. Maybe you need to go to the dentist or finally decide to change your food, sleep, exercise, or daily habits. This full moon may show you what needs to be corrected in your routine. Cancer, your body may be speaking to you at the beginning of June. Listen to it very carefully. On June 2nd, Mercury enters your sign Cancer. This means Mercury enters your first house. And this is very important because Mercury will stay in your sign for a long time, until August 10th. Mercury is the planet of communication, speaking, any kind of documents, messages, calls, learning, travel, negotiations, and decisions. When Mercury enters your first house, your mind becomes very active. You may think more about yourself, your future, your plans, your image, your body, how you look, your appearance, and your direction in life. People may notice you more, your words may carry more weight, but there is one very important detail. Mercury will go retrograde at the end of June, also in your sign. So this Mercury transit is not just a quick communication period. This is a long review process. Mercury will move through Cancer, then turn retrograde, then move forward again, so it will pass through the same degrees of your sign several times. This means that something may come back. You may be reviewing who you are now and how you want to present yourself to the world, for example. This can also bring people from the past back into your life, especially because your first house connects directly to the seventh house of relationships. So from June 2nd, pay attention to any conversations, messages, decisions, and personal plans. Something that begins now may need to be reviewed a little bit later. Now, Cancer, one of the most beautiful periods of the month in June, 8th to June 10th. You may feel this energy even a little bit earlier, around June 7th. Venus connects with Jupiter in Cancer, in your sign and in your first house. This is absolutely beautiful. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, money, harmony, pleasure, gifts, attraction, and support. And Jupiter is the planet of abundance, blessings, expansion, growth, luck, protection, also marriage, children, and big opportunities. And these two planets meet in your sign. And this is one of the most fortunate combinations in astrology. For Cancer, this can bring a personal blessing. It may be love, it may be money, a gift, attention, it may be support, it may be a beautiful opportunity. Because this happens in your first house, it can make you more magnetic, more attractive, more visible, and more open to receiving. If you are single, this can be a wonderful window for love, dating, or meeting someone special. If you are in a relationship, this can bring extra romance, warmth, or a beautiful moment together. For some Cancers, this can be connected with marriage, for example, engagement, pregnancy, children, or a wish connected with family. Jupiter can bring children and Venus can bring love. Together they can bring a very joyful event. This can also be a time when you For example, receive compliments, attention, gifts, some flowers, invitations, or support from someone. And because Jupiter is abundance, this can also bring financial luck or a valuable opportunity. On June 14th, Venus enters your second house, and this is another wonderful shift. The second house is the house of money, income, possessions, resources, values, self-worth, comfort, food, beauty, and everything that gives you stability. Venus feels very comfortable here because Venus loves pleasure, beauty, comfort, and abundance, of course. So from June 14th, Cancer, your financial energy begins to improve. This can bring money, gifts, pleasant purchases, flowers, bonuses, payments, financial support, or good news connected with money and your income. You may receive something valuable. For some Cancers, this can bring a new source of income, a better financial offer, a payment you were waiting for example, or improvement in your business. For others, it may bring the desire to buy something beautiful, for example, like clothes, jewelry, cosmetics, perfume, art, something for your home, or something that makes you feel more confident. Venus in the second house also supports self-worth. So this is not only about money, it is also about asking yourself, do I value myself enough? Do I allow myself to receive? Do I believe I deserve more? Cancer. In the second half of June, life may begin to show you that you are worth more than you thought. On June 15th, we have a new moon in your 12th house. New moons bring new beginnings, but the 12th house is very special. It is connected with endings, release, healing, solitude, retreats, hospitals, foreign countries, your dreams, intuition, some spiritual practices, hidden emotions, and the subconscious mind. So this new moon may feel quieter, deeper, and more private for you. It may not be only starting something visible to the world. It may be about preparing yourself internally for a new chapter. Around June 15th, you may feel that before something new can enter your life, something old needs to be released. You may want to clean your house, clean your space, for example, donate some things, finish something, forgive someone, maybe release emotional heaviness or spend time alone. The 12th house is also connected with spiritual practices, so this is a very powerful time for meditation, prayer, dream walk, energy healing, massage, spa, or any practice that helps your nervous system and your soul. For some Cancers, this new moon can bring a connection with foreign countries. You may plan, for example, like a long-distance trip. You may buy tickets. You may receive news from abroad. It is also possible. You may communicate with someone who lives far, far away. The 12th house is also connected with hospitals and recovery. So if you have some planned treatment, checkups, or medical procedure, the middle of June may be very important. Also pay attention to your dreams around this new moon. You may receive like symbolic dreams. On June 21st, we have a solstice. This is a powerful, energetic turning point of the year. Spiritually, the solstice is often connected with light, renewal, strength, and the victory of light over darkness. So this is a beautiful day for rituals, intentions, prayers, meditation, and gratitude and manifestation. Cancer, use this day consciously. You can write down your wishes, you can light a candle, you can meditate, and spend time near water. On June 22nd, the Sun enters your sign, Cancer. Your birthday season officially begins. This brings more energy, more vitality, more confidence, more visibility, and more life force. When the Sun enters your first house, you may feel more connected to yourself. You may want to take care of your body, your appearance, your goals, your personal desires, and your new identity. The Sun in your sign brings attention to you. This is like your personal new year. This birthday season is not ordinary because Mercury is also in your sign. Venus and Jupiter have just blessed your sign, and Jupiter is about to begin a major financial cycle for you. So the end of June is a turning point. You are stepping into a new personal year, but because Mercury retrograde begins soon, you may need to review some things before moving fully forward. On June 29th, Mars enters your 12th house. Mars is the planet of action, energy, courage, physical movement, motivation, and sometimes even conflicts. And when Mars enters the 12th house, the energy becomes more hidden, internal, and private. You may suddenly feel a strong desire to clear something. You may think, I need to clean this, I need to finish this, I need to get rid of this, I need to detox, to close this chapter. This can be very physical. You may clean your house, organize storage, clean your wardrobe, clean the garage, throw away all old things, sell something, donate things, or remove things that no longer belong in your life. Mars in the 12th house also can support detox, fasting, weight loss, therapy, healing, spiritual discipline, or working with your energy. But Mars here also bring hidden stress, tidiness, or irritation that you don't immediately understand. So Cancer, from the end of June and through July, take care of your nervous system. This is a period where your energy needs to be used wisely. Also, on June 29th, Mercury turns retrograde in your sign Cancer. Mercury will be here retrograde until July 23rd. But the shadow period, the slowing down, begins earlier around the middle of June. And even after Mercury turns direct on July 23rd, it will fully leave the shadow only around August 7th. So Cancer, this is a long Mercury retrograde story for you. Because Mercury happens in your first house, it is very personal. It can affect your identity, appearance, style, your name, documents, decisions, communication, travel, your plans, and your relationships. This is not the best time to start something completely new if it is very important. If you must sign something, read every detail very carefully. Mercury retrograde in your sign may bring people from the past back into your life. For example, an ex may contact you, or an old friend may return. A previous client may just write to you. For some Cancers, this can be a period of improving your appearance, not necessarily starting something new, but correcting, adjusting, restoring, or returning to what worked before. Also, on June 29th, we have a full moon in your 7th house. This is a very important relationship moment. The 7th house rules love, marriage, partnerships, clients, contracts, agreements, any kind of negotiations, business partners, and important one-on-one connections. Full moon brings clarity, culmination, results, emotions, and revelations. So around June 29th, something may become clear in your relationship. You may understand where you stand with someone. You may have an important conversation. You may receive an answer. You may see the truth about a partnership. Or you may make a decision or realize that you need more time, for example, before deciding. This can be about a romantic relationship, marriage, business partnership, friendship, client relationship, or contract. Because Mercury turns retrograde on the same day, this full moon may also bring something from the past. Like an old relationship topic may return, an ex may appear, a previous contract may need revision, a past discussion may continue, or a person from the past may suddenly become relevant again. For some Cancers, this full moon can bring emotional clarity in love. For others, it may show what needs to be changed in a partnership. Now, Cancer, one of the best events of the month happens on June 30th. Jupiter enters your second house, and this is amazing. Jupiter will stay in your second house until July 27th, 2027, so more than a year. And second house is money, income, resources, value, self-worth, stability, and personal talents. Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So from June 30th, 2026 until end of July 2027, Cancer, you begin a major financial growth cycle. This can bring more money, more income, more clients, more work, more opportunities, more gifts, support, and more resources. For some Cancers, this may be a better job. For others, a raise. For others, business growth, more clients, a new income stream, valuable gifts, or financial support. This is one of the best positions for Jupiter when it comes to money and stability. And it is not only about money. The second house is also your inner resources, your health, your energy, your confidence, your talents, and your skills. So Jupiter here can help you feel stronger, more secure, more valued, and more abundant. My beautiful Cancer, I hope June brings you love, clarity, healing, support, and beautiful blessings for your birthday season. If this forecast resonated with you, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and write in the comments. Are you Cancer Sun, Moon, or Rising? And also tell me, what is your main focus this June? Is it love, money, career, health, family, or personal new beginning? I love you, and I'm sending you so much light, and I wish you a beautiful, blessed June 2026. Happy birthday season, Cancer. See you in the next video. Bye bye.